whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right numb his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah.
Lost see, I glossed to it, shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed my family if they take me out the game? Keep one in the head and one eye open, that ain't change. I'm quick to catch a body. When I shoot, he shoot, I know bro shooting right beside me. Them hollow tips go through the wall and then they hit his body.
Niggas died at 65.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
Blazing on the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, highway ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man zone. And I ain't talking shit, this my definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God or Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English plotted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. And stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master, who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God, it's never our vernacular.
Niggas died at 65.
Yeah. Alright, man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
On the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, how I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hollering black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the guards of the gate, so when they say they fear God, now you know what they made.
See my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed too, we shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the
Peace and motherfucking bliss. Grand rising to all the American Aboriginals. It's another Aboriginal power. We see all the chat. We got 66 people in here. We can get all y'all to hit the like button and share the live stream. I want to say peace and listening once again to everybody that's tuning in that's not able to comment in the chat. Also want to take the time out to shout out some of my brothers and sisters that did comment in the chat. Let me shout out to some of the brothers and sisters. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Drop them fire emojis if y'all can hear me clear. Shout out to Back Creek, Mel Thompson, Enoch, Tayshawn, Juice, Back Creek, Make God, Juice, Jamil, Tayshawn, Fishing with Camo Joe, Pop Reed. Make sure y'all show the elders some love in the chat. Shout out to Pop Reed in the chat, man. Shout out to Brown Scott Tower, North American Aboriginal Society. Shout out to Kenneth Cruz, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my big brother Hefe. Hefe, I called you last night. I'm gonna call you when I get off of this live too. I gotta holler. Shout out to Pop Reed again. Shout out to Kenneth Lamont. Shout out to Leonidas. Shout out to Ghetto Child Panic. Shout out to the realest N-word alive. Shout out to my nigga Trap Moses. You know what I'm saying? Got the trap mode. I'm a little choppy. I'm a little choppy. We choppy. The audio right quick. We still choppy. Let me know if we still choppy. Sound is kind of messed up. Sheesh. What about now? What about now? We good? Do I need to do a 60-second mic check real quick? Well, what's up with it, motherfuckers? Damn, they always playing with a nigga algorithm. Yesterday, did y'all go see my shit on Instagram? I showed y'all on my Instagram when I went live yesterday to do the Tariqnasheed interview. If y'all ain't checked the Tariqnasheed interview on No Jumper, make sure y'all go check that out on the channel, man. It's the build I did yesterday. Make sure y'all go check that out on the channel. Tariqnasheed exclusive interview with No Jumper. Shout out to my brother Chief Holiday. He did a recap to that reaction. Dope fucking live stream. I didn't get to catch all of it. I woke up early this morning and caught some of it. I am going to be doing a reaction. I'm going to be playing some of Chief Holiday's audio before I get into the meat and potatoes, which is the secret burnings of North America. I do want to kind of highlight some of the factors into the no jumper and Tariqnasheed reaction. Okay. Yesterday I went live and I was live for about 10 minutes. I didn't have one person in my live. That was weird. If y'all go check out my Instagram, y'all see that. Then within less than an hour later, we had almost 1,000 people in the live stream. Shout out to you guys, man. We almost hit 1,000 people in the live stream yesterday. You understand me? That's what it means when that's what it's all about. When we say share the live stream, hit the like button. That's what it does. It clicks in the algorithm. It gets people pushing the information, and it's dope. Okay. This is the Wake and Bake Show. So I want to know where y'all at this Grand Rising, what city and state y'all in, and what y'all smoking on this Grand Rising. Time to light that wood up. Let's take a 30-second grace period to light up them woods. Mm-hmm. All righty then, man. Fire in the hole, man. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up any longer. I can't. You see what I'm saying? I can't even hold y'all up any longer at this point. We got to get into the reaction with Chief Holiday. We got to get into the reaction of Chief Holiday. If y'all ready, just let me know. It was over 1,000. Yeah, man. So over 1,000 people was in the chat yesterday. Let's try to get 400 in the chat today. Can we do that? Can we get 400 people in the chat today? Let's look at the reaction video from Chief Holiday channel yesterday. Y'all ready? Well, let's fucking get it.
Even if the reverse is technology, Chief, in the Constitution, Indians not taxed is the only specific designation to a population, which does two things. We're not under their jurisdiction, and they aren't here with invitation. You feel me? You feel me? When you start talking enumeration, appropriation under the Constitution, there's a specific population that does not include our ancestors. In addition, the conversation should be about contract expert. I'm sorry?
The Constitution was translated to English.
Yeah, I got you on that, bro.
It's a trivia question for tonight. Can somebody tell us when the Constitution of the United States was translated to English? As a matter of fact, what language?
Do we still got an echo? Do we have an echo going on? Are we still good?
Language was it fucking translated from? How about that? Tell us that. Nobody on the panel, because you probably know Obama.
Okay. Well, I'll sidestep for a moment just to say this.
Yeah, this for the chat room, y'all. We're gonna let the chat room. We'll talk about what we're talking about right now. But I need to know that question. What language was it written in? Original, right? And then when was it translated to English? Now, if you believe it was written when it was written in the 1700s in English then or whatever, then you might just be duped. You know what I'm saying? And because that's how they rewrote it after things were burnt down. You understand what I'm saying?
So we're pre-1812 and post-1812 is what you're saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, now, in the
And show me
answer to your
something before
specific
that.
question, and
Yeah.
whether you agree or disagree, the Negro Act of 1740 in South Carolina was the first template of creating the Negro. And if you remember the bullshit from those alleged Moors and the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, where they said, I am not your Negro. So then the question then becomes, were you an American Negro or an African Negro? You see? So, and I'm saying whether we are their Negro at all. I'm just in answering your question that you said about where did it get codified? It is codified in the Negro Act of 1740 in South Carolina. And
check this out.
Go ahead, bro.
This is what it sounds like. Just because of the rhetoric that's in the media and shit now, it's the pronoun game. Oh, my pronoun is this. Oh, my pronoun is that. Oh, no, this is the pronoun we're going to give you. And at the end of the day, just because we're taught, I was taught that this is the history of America. This is my land. This land is your land. And it was all really well put together picture and tapestry that suggested that I've been and I would have been in agreement from get-go, from conception with all these things I'm being taught. And as I grow and get older.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you can hear everything loud and clear, see the screen loud and clear, drop a fire emoji, thumb up the video. Let's get 100 likes in the building. Let's get 100 likes in here. Let's try to get 400 people in here before the hour marker. In order to do that, you guys, I'm going to need each and every one of you guys, the 103 people that's watching this, to share the live stream at least once. At least once. Share it at least once on your social media. Shout out to my brother Chief Holiday, man. If you're not subscribed to Supreme Chief Holiday, go subscribe. You're missing out on one of the latest channels on YouTube. That's my brother. The reason I got a channel is because of Chief. He's the GOAT. Go subscribe, man. Go subscribe.
See the differences and see the biases in it. Like, bro, no, I wouldn't have been down with this shit. You would have had to fucking kill me. I'd have been a dead slave. If you want to slave me, I'm going to fight to the death, and you going to kill me, or I'm going to kill you. End the story.
I mean, bro, that don't even make sense, man. Another thing that Tariq said, like, once again, hey, shout out to Tariqnasheed, man. It's a great interview, bro. Let's keep it real. Can we keep this real? I'm telling y'all, man. It
was a great interview, man. I actually enjoyed the interview. It was very informative. He didn't turn down no punches. Shout out to Tariqnasheed. Shout out to Tariqnasheed, man. It was a dope interview. Shout out to Snake Guy supporting the $2 challenge, man. We got at least one person to support the channel today. Shout out to Snake Guy for supporting the $2 challenge, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. The $2 challenge is still in effect. Let's get everybody in the chat to support the movement, man. Support the real support the real. And let's continue this fire-ass live stream.
With some ground, he said some things that, like I said, he's growing. Salute to that brother, right? So, but when we talk about all these millions of people, like he's talking 300,000 or whatever, right? Think about this, right? Where did he get that number from? Where did he get the 300,000 number from? Right? It's called slavevoyage.org, right? Now,
that's exactly where he went and got it. Shout out to my brother Chief. We've been breaking down and exposing the lies that's been told according to the #1 website of documentation of the slave voyages, which is slavevoyages.com. Been a popular website since 2012. We started exploiting it and exposing it in 2018 and 19. Shout out to Chief Holiday for doing that. And we showed you that less than 2% came to America. 300,000 people came to America in less than 5 years. You had 12 million slaves, Negro slaves. That lets you know that other people was enslaved during this time, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's your brother, Professor Bap, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. It's Professor Bap in the building.
Everybody keeps saying that they brought 12 million people to the Americas. Where do you get that number? Can somebody please explain to everybody, where did you get that number?
It's day and night.
And you do know, but you do know Skip Gates, Skip Gates, their supposed resident expert, has reduced that number repeated. Like you said, not only slavevoyages.org, but he has reduced it not only from 300,000 to 90,000. And that may have gotten to mainland Turtle Island.
Hey, man, that's not true. That's not true.
Everybody keeps saying that they brought 12 million people to the Americas. Where do you get that number? Can somebody please explain to everybody, where did you get that number?
And that may have gotten to mainland Turtle Island.
the reason they switched it because the 300,000 came to the Americas, not the islands, the Americas. Out of those 300,000, about 210,000 went to South America. Out of the rest of them, 90,000 slaves only made it to North America, according to slavevoyages.com and their documentation. Okay.
Now, of the majority of whatever they, and I'm still waiting for the goddamn manifest and proofs of this cargo, 85% of it went to Brazil alone.
Well, but check this out, right?
The numbers were
12 million,
taken
they
down
say
in the overall people that were brought from so-called brought from Africa.
this is what they do. You have the same number being used twice. You have 12 million Africans being brought over. You have 12 million Indian or what they classify as Native Americans being murdered. 12%.
This is a dope conversation. I'm just gonna skip it up just a little bit. We're gonna switch the energies up just a little bit. Give me just a second. Here we go. Let's get to the same topic. Let's run it back just a slight little bit. And let's get it.
Like, for example, with the whole like Minister Farrakhan thing, right? You know, that was some foul shit. Now, she has employed a lot of black folks as well, man. So, yo, listen, man.
Is that Flacko? Did Flacko get on Chief Holiday channel last night? Can somebody confirm this for me in the chat, please? Shout to Empress Goddess Nama. Did Flacko get on Chief Holiday shit last night? Is that Flacko talking, bro? Is that the nigga who just interviewed? Oh, man, where the fuck was I at last night? Yo, get the fuck out of here. Let me run this shit back just a tad bit. Chief Holiday the GOAT, man. That's why this nigga the GOAT, cuz. That's why this nigga the GOAT. This nigga had Flacko on there. Boy, I know he gave this tether immigrant that work. Let me run this back just a little bit. We got to get where Flacko come on. When do he start talking in this motherfucker? Do we start talking immediately when he come on? Yeah, let's put him right here. Let's start this shit over. Oh, hey, man, Chief Holiday to go.
Put that together, correct?
Yes.
Oh, let's run that back. Chief Holiday the fucking GOAT, man. That's why this nigga the GOAT, man. This why this nigga the fucking GOAT, gang. Man, fuck that shit.
Status of their religious right in translation. Now, this is what it really is. Most likely, maybe 75 to maybe 150,000 on the high end, 250,000 on the very high end were actually shipped and brought from Africa. But what they had to do was explain why there was a dark-skinned man already here. So what they did was they killed us on paper and educated us that throughout the fucking next 100 years to make it a truth where it becomes lost.
Hey, let me add this in real quick.
Let's call paper genocide real quick. We got the brother poetic Flacko in the building. What up, though?
Man. Yo, listen, man. I just want to say, bro, like I just came, so I don't even know exactly like what like what's been talked about, man. But yo, man, bro, I just appreciate like you showing love and actually I'm digesting the content, reacting to the content, showing love to the content.
Okay, bro, I appreciate you coming on too, man. I really do, man. It's really big for our platform. By the way, as you're on nojumper platform. So I definitely got a few questions for you, brother. In your interview with the brother Tariqnasheed. From my understanding, you put that together, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we just did a reaction video to your interview you and Adam 22 did with the brother Tariqnasheed. Thought it was a great interview, and so I'm glad you came through, brother.
Man, definitely, man. Yo, man, so like the reason why I put that together, man, was like for example, right? Like me and Tariq, we definitely like again, man. Though like we.
I need everybody to share the live stream at this point. You know what I'm saying? I need everybody to share the live stream at this motherfucking point, man. Chief Holiday is the GOAT, man. He got the conversation with Flacko. Man, I gotta put that in the motherfucking title. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. My bad.
Yes.
Okay. So we just did a reaction video to your interview you and Adam 22 did with the brother Tariqnasheed. Thought it was a great interview, and so I'm glad you came through, brother.
Man, definitely, man. Yo, man, so like the reason why I put that together, man, was like for example, right? Like me and Tariq, we definitely like again, man, though, like we differ on a bunch of things, right? But I still feel like Tariqnasheed's voice, especially if he's representing the FBA, that needs to be heard. And I think that again, like regardless of what you might think of who Tariqnasheed is, and like I did push back on certain things in an interview, man. But like my job, like going into that interview, bro, was to make sure that he had a fair, unbiased platform to speak to what he like to speak to his audience, and also to just give his take without too much pushback, man. So how do you guys feel like that interview went?
Hey, bro, I thought it was a great interview, man. You did a great job.
To be honest, I thought it was a great interview. Thought it was a great interview overall. I thought, to be honest, I thought he was being obviously standing on his points and where he leaned towards. I believe he was talking a little tetherish talk. Is what I'll call tetherbird talk. Shout out to the tetherbird. This nigga got the tetherbird on his channel, y'all. Chief Holiday got the tetherbird on his channel last night. Chief Holiday is having a conversation with Flacko right now. We listening to Chief Holiday have the conversation with Flacko, who just interviewed Tariq on No Jumper. This is going to be a classic reaction. I didn't even know this went down last night. Yo,
allowing exactly what you said, allowing ask great questions. Even some of the things that you were hip to, a lot of the beefs and certain things like that, man. I think it was a great interview. For me, I don't know about the other brothers.
I think Chief Holiday just did one of them things that nobody else could do right here, man. Shout out to Chief Holiday. Chief Holiday, bro, get us on No Jumper, cuz. Hey, that's all I got to say to my brother Chief Holiday. Chief Holiday, can you get us on No Jumper, cuz? Can we get 200 people in here before the hour marker, y'all? Can we get 200 people in here? This nigga got the tetherbird on his channel, y'all. Chief Holiday, let me talk to you, big bro. Tell him Big Al want to come on and drop some shit, man. Tell him, man, we got some shit to say, man. Can we come on? Tag me in, coach. Goddamn, can I get on No Jumper? That's all I need. I'm coming on there with the heat. It ain't nothing but Aboriginal conversation I want to talk about. Everything he talk about, I'm gonna wrap that bitch back around the Aboriginal on my mama, nigga.
Everybody else that watched.
Yeah, I think it was a good interview as well. Like I said, my only issue is me knowing what I do know, especially when it comes to the language and what's really being said. I still have a problem with those things because they are a misrepresentation when it comes to the identity of our people and what actually happened with some of us, not all of us. And my problem is that a lot of these things are being put all into like this one bowl as if it all like when I do my genealogy, when I've done my genealogy, and I'm still doing it. I'm yet to find any African, for one, and two, anybody that was ever owned by any so-called white person. You see what I'm saying? I'm yet to find that at all, period. Matter of fact, what I found, my people, my family, if you would, my relatives were all landowners, all of them. And here, we weren't from anywhere else. And my people didn't refer to themselves as black either. My people didn't refer to themselves as to none of this stuff that we hearing a lot of these so-called black leader guys claiming to be who we are with that term black. That's for one. For one, the term ain't even ancient. It ain't even old. The term ain't even 500 years old on the planet. But we black people.
Epic,
I have a problem with that.
I want to ask the brother. I want to ask the brother Poetic, what is his background? Because he said that you had said something basically like that wasn't, as far as the reparation, you didn't have a dog in that fight, so to speak. And kind of explain that, brother.
Oh yeah, definitely, right. So and like this has been like my main stance as well when it comes to like like for example, right, like the Aboriginal blacks and like and like reparations though, right? Like my whole thing is, I'm from West Africa, right? I'm from Liberia. I was like born.
Let's talk about West Africa. Let's talk about Liberia. The reason you're proud about Liberia, the reason you talk about Liberia is because of America. Nobody even had nothing to do with Africans. Didn't have shit going on in Liberia until Americans went there and civilized and brought nationhood there. They gave y'all something to take pride in. You can't even be a president of Liberia unless you have an American blood. You can't be an African and just go be a president of Liberia. That's some shit that we built.
One there, I came here when I was about like 2 years old, right? So I came to the States at about like 2 years old. So like my culture and everything I know is Black American culture, right? But I'm still very aware of, when it comes to like debates, like Aboriginal Black Americans, like it's not really my place to tell a nigga, like those facts are not true. Because again, like I have no dog in that fight, right? Like, it doesn't like serve me either way.
I'm glad he said that because he don't have a dog in this fight. He really don't have a dog in this fight, man. Shout out to Chief Holiday and Flacko, man. That's a good conversation.
Debates, like Aboriginal Black Americans, like it's not really my place to tell a nigga, like those facts are not true. Because again, like I have no dog in that fight, right? Like, it doesn't like serve me either way to tell like a Black American, bro, like I don't think that Aboriginal thing is really true. I do know there are like, let's say like the Creeks freedmen, right? So I do know that some natives did acquire slaves at some point. So, like that's where like, like that ancestry might have gotten mixed up a little bit, right? But,
hey, brother, let me ask you a question. Do you understand the difference between being a slave and an enslaved?
Oh, no.
All right, well, Adam 22 is a slave. Enslaved is a family member. Do you understand the difference? Vladimir from Vlad TV is a slave. Slavic. They came to America in chains. They came to America as refugees in the Freedmen Bureau, brother.
Mm-hmm.
They got reparations for war reparations, brother.
Yeah.
So immigrants, do you understand also the reason why some Americans have problem with immigration, brother? People coming from West Africa or any other place in America, brother. Do you understand the difference? Understand the reason why people have a problem with immigration?
Oh shit! Chief Holiday just asked a serious question. Oh shit! Come on, man. Can we get the live stream shared? Chief Holiday and Tariqnasheed. I might have to change my whole title for this shit.
Have a problem with immigration, brother? People coming from West Africa or any other place in America, brother. Do you understand the difference? Understand the reason why people have a problem with immigration? Brother.
With legal immigration, I don't understand exactly like what the issue is when it comes to like legal immigration. But bro, I'm here to learn, you feel me? So, put me on game.
Chief, could I ask him one thing? And thank you, young poetic brother. Is it poetic flacko?
I appreciate you poetic coming on, brother.
We're not ganging up on you. We're hopefully trying to be enlightening towards you to understand something. And go back and check Liberia and how they were displaced Aborigines from here that went over there and may have some mix up with the Aboriginal populations in what we call Africa. Okay. So I know we can't hit you with too much tonight because you're going to have to do some of your own research. You know, Africa is not the term for that continent. Just like we could explain to you, India is not the term of that land. It did not exist before 1950. China is not the name of China, etc. So when we start talking about these names, labels, and words, remember it is from colonization and imperialization that we are using a language that has been used against us. Okay. Now, saying that, the reason why I'm putting that in your thought process, you call yourself a poet. Now, to the rap culture and that generation's movement. And again, I'm not asking you to answer for everyone just because you happen to be a member of a group. When you did this interview, and the reason I believe, now this is my spin on Tariq taking advantage of you, is trying to make himself relevant. I don't know if you picked up on that, Chief. But by utilizing you and your platform is to try to make himself out in front. You know, Chief, you ever remember how politicians do about how they get in front of the parade? You know how that works as a dynamic? They go and co-opt.
I think Poetic understand that. I think he understands that, but at the same time, he thought it was important to get to.
Oh, I'm not believing you. I am not criticizing him making a platform.
Adam 22, man. Real talk.
Yeah, I'm not criticizing you, Flacco, for making the platform accessible to Tariq. I'm saying, just like you, and personally, he's not a spokesman for obviously anyone I would say confidently here on this panel. He's not a spokesman for us. He's not even a spokesman for the people he's trying to create. This term, foundational Black American, he is no different than Jesse Jackson coming out of a room and 6 Negroes pronouncing us African Americans. Are you aware of that?
Yeah,
just a little historical fact. Okay.
Yeah, but
so
okay. I'm sorry, right?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, right. So like my question is, so after watching the interview, did you have a problem with what Tariqnasheed said or what he represented, or like you just don't want him to be the face front of those discussions?
No, I don't have a problem with anything that was in the content of your interview or whether you intended to do one thing or the other, or his agenda being promoted in a larger way, because you are giving him access to another population, probably younger audience, but without context. Do you follow what I'm saying, Flacco?
Yeah.
Without proper context. So what I hope, now I can't speak for the others on the panel or for Chief Holiday. I hope, because you are an enlightened enough person that you came over here yourself. Those other people don't. Not even Tariq, right, Chief?
I need everybody to hit the like button right here. This is Poetic Flacko having a conversation with the Aborigines, man. He's having a conversation with Chief, the Supreme Billy Goat Holiday, man. Who else better to have the conversation with about Aborigines, man, besides the GOAT? I would have loved to get this interview, but the ancestors aligned it right. They aligned it right. Shout out to my brother Chief, man.
I hope, because you are an enlightened enough person that you came over here yourself. Those other people don't. Not even Tariq, right, Chief? And I'm not going to say this to necessarily call a person out. I'm saying you have already shown yourself to be an open-minded person.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Secondly, truth crushed to earth is what is going to be rising amongst your generation. And I mean this as the millennials, the Gen Zs, and then your children. Okay. The problem, Flacco, is we have lies that are permeating and continuing to perpetuate themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
So when people like Chief Holiday, or people that if you'll notice, they are trying to do two different tactics. They're trying to either marginalize or ignore what's considered as the Aboriginal community, or then try to mislabel us as Native Americans, Or in the case of FBA, and if you've noticed, pay very close attention to this, Flacko. They are now calling it a terrorist and hate group. Did you pick up on that, Chief? This last panel discussion that Tariq participated in with Uncle Luke, the 2 Live crew? Okay, now you may not be aware of these things, Flacco. That's why I'm trying to bring it to your attention to give you the context that I talked about. Okay, when you have other people outside of our people trying to continue to describe and define who we are and what we're about, please have your alarms go up. Okay?
Yeah.
And when you go and look back to your own history, particularly Liberia, Sierra Leone, the Ivory Coast, and all that type of stuff, and see that they are us here from what we call Turtle Island or North America, the mainland, transported over there, you may not even know what your Aboriginal American heritage may be. You feel what I'm saying? Because you were brought here as a baby.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Chief.
That was my question I had for the brother. Hey, when did your people get to Liberia? What have you traced your roots?
No. Right. So so my family, right, actually, have a big book, right, where we actually trace our roots back to chattel slavery or cattle slavery, right?
What do you mean? I'm sorry, but you have a book, right? It goes back. So you have your mother and father. They're from.
How can he trace his family back to Liberia when Liberia wasn't established till pretty much after chattel slavery? That's weird. Flacko, are you telling the truth?
What do you mean? I'm sorry, but you have a book, right? It goes back. So you have your mother and father. They're from where you call Liberia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, your grandparents. You got 4 grandparents. Are they all from Liberia as well?
Bro, I'm not sure exactly how far, right? But I do know
your grandparents. Just your grandparents. Your mom and dad. You got 4 of them.
I could probably say one are probably my great grandparent. They're what you call an Americo-Liberian, right? Meaning they came. So again, I don't know how far back,
whoa. Yeah. So your people came to Liberia from America.
At some point, yes.
No, bro. We gotta talk about this, man. This is big, poetic. You don't know how big this is, brother. You're like a goddamn unicorn. This brother's a unicorn.
Lit.
I don't think he knows who he is. Hey, poetic, you a special brother, man.
Oh shit.
That nigga Chief Holiday said he like a unicorn. For real. This thing is like the unicorn we've been looking for, the Pan-African chattel slavery on a boat, shipped to America, African. We've been looking for you niggas, man.
At some point, yes.
No, bro. We gotta talk about this, man. This is big, poetic. You don't know how big this is, brother. You're like a goddamn unicorn. This brother's a unicorn.
Lit.
I don't think he knows who he is. Hey, poetic, you a special brother, man.
Oh shit.
Facts.
Hey, poetic, you a unicorn, bro. You can trace your people that left here from America and colonized Africa.
Chief,
and you
tell them about what Israel says about the right of return. What does Israel say as a nation? The right of return. Are we talking about a returned genetic descendant of the ancestors?
You're an Aboriginal, my brother.
Who, me?
You're American Aboriginal, my brother.
But at what point, right? For example, right? So if we have, right, for example, right? If one, let's say,
I need y'all to thumb up the video, y'all. I need y'all to thumb up the video, support the channel. We got 250 people in here. We almost at the hour marker. If we can get each and every one of you guys to share it at least 2 times on your social media, we can get 500 people right now in this live stream. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Shout out to all the American Aborigines, anybody and everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to all the FBA brothers and sisters that's tuning in as well. Share the live stream. Let's try to get 500 people in here, man. Shout out to Supreme Chief Holiday for having this opportunity and open panel, allowing Flacko to come on and talk about his discern and how he set up the interview and what he felt, how the interview went. So shout out to Chief Holiday, man. I said, feel like Chief Holiday is the GOAT, and don't get it wrong. He is an assassin. He sits back, and he got some fresh meat right here, man. I know what's about to go down.
If we have, right, for example, right, if one, let's say,
hey,
origins,
poetic,
right?
let me give you this, poetic.
Yeah.
If me and my wife go to Liberia right now and have 10.
And mind you guys, poetic. Flacko is the guy who actually was on No Jumper interview, the big tether bear. Y'all remember I kept calling dude a tether bear? Well, this is the guy I was calling the tether bear, now on Chief Holiday channel, having a conversation with him. Shout out to Chief Holiday, man. This is a classic interview already.
Children.
Yeah.
And we bring them all back to America.
Yes.
Well, who are they? What are they?
Or like both your like parents, like both, are they like both like American?
Our grandparents are from here. Our great grandparents are from here.
Oh,
We're all
right,
American.
Yeah.
Got you. So do you understand?
I definitely do, right? But the thing is this though, right? Like at some point though, like they bred with Native Africans, right?
Did y'all?
I know y'all like, damn, what's going on with this conversation? Listen, Chief Holiday literally is having the conversation with the guy who just had the interview with Tariqnasheed on No Jumper. It happened last night at midnight. You understand me? I don't know how it happened. The ancestors lined it up. Shout out to the ancestors for lining that up. Chief Holiday, listen, we was just saying we want to have a conversation with him. I put that in the atmosphere. Chief went live and that bitch rained right down on him. You understand me? He got it. We got the tether bear in the building. It's time to have that conversation. You understand me? I wish I was in there. I had some shit for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get to the rest of this shit, man. Shout out to everybody in the channel. This is Poetic Flacko from No Jumper having a conversation with Chief Holiday. Let's listen to the tether bear and the GOAT.
You tell me. I don't know. I don't know if y'all married into the people there or not. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? If you could trace your people back that came from here to there, you understand what I'm saying? Then that's big, bro. That's big.
And Flacko, we're not trying to pressure you. We're saying people must remember a lot of people kept their lineage and their bloodline, what they would call quote unquote pure. Okay, on both sides. Some people, they only intermarried amongst the American population that went there. Now, Chief, isn't it true that only certain Americans were allowed to be in leadership in Liberia? Not the indigenous African population. And correct me if I'm wrong.
That's a fact, brother. That's a fact. God damn. You tell me. I don't know. I don't know if y'all married into the people there or not. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But if you could trace your people back that came from here to there, you understand what I'm saying? Then that's big, bro. That's big.
And Flacko, we're not trying to pressure you. We're saying people must remember a lot of people kept their lineage and their bloodline, what they would call quote unquote pure. Okay, on both sides. Some people, they only intermarried amongst the American population that went there. Now, Chief, isn't it true that only certain Americans were allowed to be in leadership in Liberia? Not the indigenous African population. And correct me if I'm wrong.
That's a fact, brother. That's a fact. God damn, bro. That's deep. That's deep, Flacko. It's deep. It's big, man. I want to thank you once again, man. That's huge, bro. Real talk. Getting back to the interview a little bit, man. Like I said, it was a lot of great things. When he said that pertaining to black, right? And once again, black is a you understand what a caste system is, right?
Yes.
Right. So when we say we're black, then obviously we're saying that it's white in the system, right? we feel in order to beat this system, stop saying black and white. Stop identifying yourself as being the lesser in the system, because you're only perpetuating and being the fertilizer for the growth of this system. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to call Vlad or Adam 22 white men, right, is racist, as well as calling ourselves black. It's racist. So let's just take it. Because if Adam said white lives matter, for instance, you would be offended, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Right. But shouldn't he be offended if we say black lives matter as well? He's not. It still empowers him as a white man. You understand what I'm saying? Because we need help. Remember, we need help. We need his platform. We need his help. We need their help. We need Vlad help. When ultimately you're the talent. AD's the talent. Shout out to AD. It's my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I fucks with Adam though. I like Adam. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really like Adam. I wouldn't put him in a culture vulture lane, because he's actually, you know, he asked some questions, man. You know, it was like I said, I'm not into when you got into the Planned Parenthood part, right? Roe v. Wade, right? Yeah. Another great question, bro. Let's talk about that. How do you feel about that? Like, now you can say whatever the fuck you want to say over here, bro.
Yeah.
This is a dope ass interview, y'all. I'm like really enjoying this. This is almost better than the one that Tariq did. Shout out to Chief Holiday, man. This is Poetic Flacko, the tether bear. The tethered bear is having a conversation with the Supreme Chief Billy Goat Holiday. Man, the goat versus the tether bear. Let's turn up. I need all y'all to share the live stream. Let's get 500 people in this live stream. I need all 300 of y'all to share the live stream right now. Share it at least one time on your social media outlets. All right, let's go.
You can say whatever the fuck you want to say over here, bro.
Yeah, right. So, like for me, right, like I wasn't, you know, like for example, I didn't understand why, you know, like the fight for Roe v. Wade, why that turned into the fight for Planned Parenthood. Meaning, like, yo, I can understand if you guys want to say, yo, like, we want to, you know, like protect our right to abortion, cool. But once that turned into we are fighting so Planned Parenthood don't get defunded, that right there I don't understand. And here's why I don't understand it, right? If you know, like the last like 5 years or so, like we've been.
I don't even know how he popped up on my brother's channel, but if y'all can tag Flacko on social media outlets, Instagram, Twitter, tell him pop on. I want to have a conversation with him, because it's a few things I wanted to ask. You see what I'm saying? And based off of, you know, opinions and information. So share the live stream, tag Poetic Flacko, tell him come over here rock with Big Al. Let's continue the live stream with Chief Holiday and Poetic Flacko from No Jumper.
Marching and singing our spirituals to get them racist monuments taken down. Now, we were all saying, yo, that Robert Lee E. monument and statue, that nigga should never be celebrated. Cool, take it down. However, how can we say, yo, we want all racist monuments taken down? But to me, Planned Parenthood is also a racist monument, right? Due to like the Margaret Sanger, right? Is that her name? Right? So to me, right, personally, bro, if Planned Parenthood was founded by a fucking racist, then why are we fighting to keep it funded? That right there is what I didn't understand. But it doesn't Roe versus Wade, bro. Like my whole mindset was, yo, Roe versus Wade didn't ban abortions. Like what Roe versus Wade did was left it up to the state. Now, I believe that the states should have rights to guide and guard themselves, right? So that's why I was for Roe versus Wade being overturned, because I don't think that the federal government should have any type of say in those type of things.
Right. Now, when you said, bro, this is what made me like, I like this guy right here, right? When you said that, because Adam and even Tariq was like, you know, maybe crack babies and people who have a you know, kind of a tough life starting out, or maybe should be considered to be aborted, right? And we're going to get back to that, right? But you said that a shitty life is better than no life.
Yeah,
Break that down. Break that down.
Right, you know, even like when I interviewed Adam's girlfriend or fiance currently, and she said about the exact same thing. to me, it's like this, right? Like a bunch of us, bro. Probably again, like there's been a lot of people who have overcame. So for us to say, yo, just because the life is gonna be hard, let's take away their option of overcoming and being resilient and pushing through, right? I don't understand, but the thought process of taking their life just because we predict that it's going to be hard. And also, too, there's also like way other options of saying, yo, like even if you believe that the life that you're going to give to your kid is going to be tough, yo, like just bro, like yo, then like give them up for adoption, right? So, I just didn't quite understand like why anybody like would think that them as grown up in an impoverished crib or them growing up, with like drug addict parents. Why would that be worse than them just outright dying and not having a chance at life?
Now, Flacko, I don't know if you know the word eugenics or even understand the concept of it as an agenda. What you just described is what eugenics' platform was from Margaret Sanger, but she started it with poor, quote unquote, white trash that were described as imbeciles and morons. I know, Chief, you know about this. The original intent of Planned Parenthood under Margaret Sanger's eugenics program was to proscribe and remove the wombs of women in poor, stricken Appalachia. Now, you may not be aware of that, Flacco, but just your instinctive aversion to it. I just want to give you that to give you some support for what you're stating, whether you were aware of it or not. Now, eugenics as an agenda is to target your children's future, period. Now, the other bogus thing about Planned Parenthood, many people aren't aware, there was a so-called melanated woman, Faye Wallerton, was the president for more than 20 years. But the other statistics that they pitch and perpetuate, and you could possibly correct me on this, Chief, of the 1 million aborted babies every year, 500,000 are supposedly Black female teenagers. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not, but let's just for the sake of it say half of that number is true. For the last 10 years, that's 2.5 million of those not existing for you and your generation to be preparing them to do what, my good brother Flacco? And I yield.
Oh, wait. Is that towards me?
No, I'm just saying, if you took the number of the last decade, 250,000 of the aborted babies were melanated teenage girls. That's 2.5 million people you don't have in your sphere of influence to do what would you think going forward as a generation? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Bro, I think also too is like, yo, man, like if we're already like behind the 8 ball, right? Because again, like there's been systems set up so so that we could fail. If we're already behind the 8 ball, then like what better way for us to overcome than to produce more, right? So I just personally never been like a fan of Planned Parenthood or even abortions in general, right? But I do believe though that like my faith should not be, I guess, like thrown on to other people, right? So I've always said, yo, listen, I don't like abortions, cool. But one thing I do know for sure, though, is even if, it's not my place to throw my beliefs on others, Planned Parenthood should not be a fucking site for us to fund, like at all.
Yeah. Let me put one last log on this for you, Chief, to hand it over to you.
You got it,
Have you heard of these women called divestors? Anyone on the panel?
I know Cynthia G, right?
Oh yeah, he knows.
Yeah, Cynthia G.
So you do understand what this divestor group of, I don't know what you want to call it. Do you want to call them lesbian, man-hating? But again, these are women, and this is my spin. Hold on a second. This is my spin. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure.
My spin is they feel that white supremacy as a system is so targeted against Black males, specifically Black male babies should be aborted. Now I'm gonna hand off that baton and I yield on that.
Ooh. Yeah, man. Well, like Cynthia G, like when I listen to her like too deeply, like when I do listen to her though, she does seem really anti-Black males and she's really pro-white men. So I guess I don't know in her stance on that yet, man. But she does, you know, put down like the black males a lot.
Well, yeah, man, I mean, it's it gets kind of bad. Hey, so one thing that you talked about, right, and we can, and it kind of goes segues, and we're gonna we could touch on the abortion stuff or whatever, right? But you said that you run into conservative circles, right? Now, what is interesting about our ancestors, right? Maybe you didn't notice that we are conservatives, and that we are we started the Republican Party. You know what I'm saying? And so instinctively, you know what I'm saying, when we talk about conservatism and leaning more towards some of the rhetoric and stuff that comes from the Republican side, walk us through your, kind of identifying with some of these people like Shapiro and some other people, brother.
Mm-hmm. No, yo, honestly, right, bro. I think I even, said this too, right? Like, even like, bro, like, take away like the free shit, right? And just, and just speak about the basic principles, right? Of, like, we don't trust the government, take away government, like overreach of their powers. That right there is what most black folks believe. Because, bro, like, why would you even like trust the federal government who, like who put you in this system, right? So that's one. Two, bro, man, like most black folks here, we're really religious. We're not rocking with this like liberal, flexible bullshit, right? So like when you take it again, just us being real religious, conservative in nature, we don't believe in the federal government having an overreach of power. I guess I don't see how the Democrats have been able to convince us for years to go against our like natural nature and to vote for them. Because if we just take again, like just take policies and what they stand for, we align more with niggas like Ben Shapiro than fucking AOC. Feel me, right? So, I just don't know how the Democrats now. I do know Lyndon B. Johnson did say that he had a plan to make niggas vote for Democrats for the next 50 years. But, I just don't know, I just don't know how they did it, man.
I mean, they definitely used Kennedy, you know what I mean, to propel him, you know what I'm saying, into that. I mean, and then people, how we do, man. We hope something's gonna go a certain type of way. You know what I mean? Like even the Obama thing, you know what I mean? And you guys touched on that a little bit. You also, Trump versus Biden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Biden runs again. Trump runs again. You got why? Now, as a conservative, I'm pretty sure that's kind of obvious. I just kind of want to pick your brain.
Honestly, bro. Listen, man. Like even, bro. Like it's like for me, bro. Like.
That's a good question, man. Like I said, Chief is proposing and bringing in good angles, man. That you got to go through experience. You got to know the shit that they even ask the certain questions. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 310 people in here. If we can get everybody to share the live stream, let's try to get 600 people in here. This is Chief Holiday having a conversation with Poetic Flacko from Nojumper about the Tariqnasheed conversation. All right, this is the piggyback. Share the live stream, man. If y'all want to support the channel, Cash App and PayPal information is at the bottom of the screen, y'all. Let's continue.
Honestly, bro, listen, man. Like even, bro, like it's like for me, bro. Like I break it down right to where it's so simple, right? Like for example, we can talk about like actual intricate policies and why, right? But bro, even if you just like break it down to like the very core, bro, life was easier with Trump. Life was just an easier way of life with Trump, bro. Like, right? Like, it's just that simple, man. Right? Like,
Getting the PP loans was easy to love.
Man, come on, man, bro. Listen, man. Gas prices was down. Shit was just an easier way of life, man. So I don't even want to, right? Like, there's no point, like, you know, in trying to like break down policies like the, you know, like the common man, right? Because, bro, like most of us, especially me, like, I can't even like dive deep into like what took place like 5 years ago and what Senator recommended what, bro, like all that mumbo jumbo is cool, bro. But if you just break it down to a simple term of yo, life was just easier, my nigga. You know, yo, man.
Hey, it was, man. I mean, all the spookism stuff that was going on in the media, you know, they did a great job when we talk about.
I'll be right back, bro.
Well, but I have to, Chief, I have to do one qualifying point on this, Flacko, and I just chalk it up to you being young. You must understand, this is not giving Obama any credit, and certainly not giving Trump zero credit for taking the benefit from another program and policies that erected saving white Wall Street America. Now, see, we seem to forget that part, Chief. Taken to the brink in 2008 and 2009. And almost a financial ruin.
He believes top down. He believes that. He believes top down.
Yeah, but to give Trump credit for anything, as and I'm not holding it against you, Flacko, personally. This man had no policies whatsoever. The court.
I'm not even gonna lie. Flacko is keeping it real. It's actually changing my perspective of the tether bear. I'm actually getting a different perspective based off of this conversation alone. Shout out to poetic Flacko. You understand me? Shout out to Supreme Chief Holiday.
Was designed and actually fixed by McConnell, and the tax cuts came from Paul Ryan. Now I get, you know, that person at the top kind of thing. You know, that person at the top gets credit or gets blamed as far as the way things seem to go. But I just wanted you to give you something to think on. So just go a little deeper and understand how these systems and policies actually got implemented. And I yield.
Right. You know, waiting on the brother to come back. Got a couple questions pertaining to the interview. It was super dope, man. But you know, we could chop it up about these policies and stuff. Even when we talk about having a stacked conservative court, right? Now, certain illegal laws that are on the books, like Roe v. Wade, Plessy versus Ferguson, it's a lot of things that are going to be up on the chopping block because they're unconstitutional, guys. And so they just open up a big Pandora's box, because even we talk about who are not to be taxed, right? American Aborigine, American Negro, it's changed to Indian. Indian is just another descriptive term of the Negro, are not to be taxed and enumerated. Why is this happening? I know it's a lot of other conversation to be had, but that's the conversation to be had. And we're going to talk about
Chief.
Let me about the people that you're taxing illegally as the first form of reparation, restitution.
Let me flavor it for Flacko to deal with his generation on it. What he just said, Flacko, if you're not put in a head count, because the census just happened in 2020, if you're not to be under a head count, and you're not to be taxed, how conservative a position do you think that would be for this upcoming generation, where they have tax-free existence? I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, Chief, but I want to try to focus this in a way, hopefully, for him.
I'm definitely there.
You got it, Flacko?
He might be still gone. He said he would step away for a second.
Oh, so he's muted. But I think I didn't want to. I didn't want to step on what you was the knowledge you was slinging.
I'm right there. I'm right there with you. That was alley. I threw it on the backboard.
Slam dunk. So
I'm about to dunk it. I said, no, I'm gonna throw it on the backboard. Let him get it. Hey,
so when you were going down with Plessy and Dred Scott and all this shit that came out with Taney Chief Justice Taney said the black man has no rights. Finish it, my brother. Finish it, Chief.
I mean, I don't even know what that was talking about. That's not no law nowhere. Where's that?
Yeah, I know. It was an opinion from the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States, like John Roberts today. The Chief Justice said
he was a dissenting judge, so his word ain't got nothing to do with that. Was in the newspaper article that that they said it was a part of the dissenting judge. Once again, it's just about what people say.
But you know what, though, Chief? That's like saying the Willie Lynch letter didn't exist, but then the content of the letter is the behavior of so-called cracked out, ghettoized, poverty-stricken
most people around here saying 3/5 human beings mean that niggas is 3/5 of humans. The 3/5 clause is 3/5 human being. Think about it. Think about that. Who said that? Who's the first nigga that said that? There ain't nobody said the 3/5 compromise that had anything to do with being 3/5 of a human.
When they were appropriating, as we said about enumeration from the Constitution,
we're still dealing with that, by the way, right now.
Okay, so all right. Let's do two parallels here, Chief. The Emancipation Proclamation emancipated slaves and niggas outside of their jurisdiction, right?
That's emancipation. Like when you turn 18, you emancipate from your parents. That's it. Hey, Flacko. Hey, man, I'm not about to play with these kids out here, man. I whoop kids, man. Fuck out of here, man. I whoop other people's kids. You hear me? How about that? Hey, Flacko, you wild though, man. You was going in, man. Hey, Flacko, I want to get off the politics stuff when we get on the bullshit, because you got right into the bullshit, right? And we can talk politics all day, man, conservative stuff, and this and that and the third, right? But a couple things, man, that you talked about, right? That was interesting. What Adam brought it up when he said that it's interesting. That's a phenomenon that a bunch of the rappers that he's become acquainted with don't date in their race. They outside the race. Now, don't tell us no rappers that do it, because we don't want to do that to them, right? It's not really about that, right? But what's your perspective on that? Huh?
Oh, yo, listen, man. Like, honestly, bro, like, it's two things, right? Like, one, yo, man, like, usually, right, like, dudes who become successful, right? Like, even, bro, like, most of these rappers were, like, or like socially awkward dudes, weren't really dudes who were really like the men in high school, right? So if you get rejected by a specific group of women, right? Again, because like most of us, bro, like we grew up in, in certain environments where all we went to school with was melanated women, right? So if you get rejected by melanated women your whole life, because you possess a certain characteristic they deem as uncool, once you get on, you probably still gonna have some resentment, but I still think that's cool shit though, you feel me? Right? Like,
okay, well now some of them even have baby mamas and several baby mamas that niggas when they were broke, they held them down. Gave them babies and other shit, right? Or whatever. But no, it's just their idea of what beauty is. Cedric Entertainer said something weird about his son liking the mixed ones, light skin, long hair, all that stuff. LeBron James, Lil Bronny, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Now, once again, we're not here to tell the kids and the next generations behind us to perpetuate the same hate that was given to us in the caste system. You understand what I'm saying? But once again, what is LeBron James' son, for instance, Bronny? Does he have that responsibility, like your parents, because they had a responsibility to keep your bloodline pure, who you are, to look like you are, whatever. You understand what I'm saying, fam? I don't think people understand it as your heritage and things like that or whatever. It has nothing to do with loving who you love and things like that or whatever, right? When some people are making a point to say this is the standard of beauty or trophy when you make it, like Kanye West said Kim Kardashian was his ideal woman. I seen the interview. It was a weird ass interview. He said, I got everything. I got the trophy wife. I want it.
Yeah,
really? This is the one?
Talk about it, man. Let's go. These niggas are just butter biscuit eating coons, bro. Bro, listen, my nigga. Bro, listen, bro. Fam, how can Kim be your standard of fucking beauty, nigga, when Halle Berry exists, when Beyonce exists, when Rihanna, bro, fam, again, bro, look at this, right, bro? Like the top tier of women, right? Like the Lori Harvest, et cetera, bro. bro, there's not a race that can fuck with our top tier women, bro. I'm talking about, listen.
That's the whole fact.
Bro, listen, right? Bro, look, take our top 10% of women and compare it to any other race. Who can fuck with our women, bro? That caramel skin, that chocolate skin, bro. Those lips, voluptuous. Body is naturally like that, bro. Who can fuck with us, right? So when Negroes say, yo, I get on, and Kim Kardashian, who made her body to imitate the black woman, that's my ideal wife, that's my dream girl, that's my Marilyn Monroe. Get your coon ass out of here, bro. Right, bro? These niggas, I don't know what system of brainwash they went through, bro, but like to say after you get $100 million that your dream woman is a pale bitch, fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, that's
man,
real.
I gotta get this. Hey, Tayshawn, I gotta get this guy an old double head salute right here.
Chief, I just want to say right quick. That's a fact. I like my women navy black with nappy ass hair. I love it.
Yeah, he won't.
Hey man, this is a dope interview, man. Shout out to Poetic Flacko from No Jumper. Shout out to Chief Holiday for allowing him on the panel to continue the conversation that was sparked by Tariqnasheed in the No Jumper interview in Flacko yesterday. Hey man, this is a dope conversation, man. Let's continue this. Share the live stream. Let's try to get 400 people in the chat before the 2-hour mark. Before the 2-hour marker, let's try to get 400 people in here, and the only way we're gonna be able to do that unless we get all 360 people to share the live stream. We got 360 people in here. Share the live stream, support the channel. If you want to support the channel, Cash App and PayPal information is at the bottom of the screen. Let's continue the live, man. Let's go.
Won't Tayshawn up. He won't Tayshawn.
I love it. My wife chocolate as hell. I love it.
I know, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, Flacko, and look, bro, and everybody has a preference. Once again, love who they love and like who they like. But once again, though, it's kind of disingenuous.
Chief, we're not when you're saying standard of beauty, that's not choice. See, standard of beauty. You know what? Yesterday, this afternoon, there was a documentary called Aftershock that I just watched on Hulu, and I'm gonna drop this nugget on y'all for the contemplation. This sister in this documentary said, a black woman giving birth in this society today is like a black man having a police roll up on it. Pause for effect. We'll say it one more time. In this documentary, talking about maternal mortality, that a black woman giving birth in this society today is like a black man's chances of a police rolling up on him. And I yield.
Wait. Look, guys. Coon alert. We got a Negro in the chat saying I love them all. Love what all, my brother? Love what all, my brother? We talking about
turn up, Flacko. Turn up.
Coon alert.
He already know.
Got a coon in the chat right now, my brother.
What's going on, man? Hey, so I think it's really interesting, bro. Like for real, man. Like you said, it's not to tell who love who or whatever. But I seen how when you guys brought that up, Tariq didn't answer because he actually has the same mind frame. Did you know that?
Oh, what? Now listen. Now again, people did say something about his wife being, I guess, more white than black. I don't know. I don't know. But
it ain't even about that. Because I like his breakdown of it though. Actually, about like far as people being with people or whatever, and then being assimilating and all that other stuff or whatever. I actually give him kudos for that. You know what I mean? And that's dope. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But when you say certain things that this is the fellas, this is the type of woman to get you a mixed girl, and a mama should be an upscale white woman. You know what I'm saying? That's not only he's living what he practices, right? Can't say he didn't practice and live what he practices. Shout out to him on that. But also, he's influential, like you said. Is that not part of being a part of the Coon Alert too, brother?
Hey, listen, man. Now listen.
I'm just saying, man. Right? I do my
No, right?
I do my work.
Again, to be fair, though, right? If Tariq said that precisely,
he said it. He said it. He did a whole like build on it.
This woman who mom is a high skilled white woman. If you said that, that sounds kind of off, bro. Like like.
That's kind of just. It ain't coon. It's just coonish a little bit. Not all the way there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Sounds kind of off, man.
Oh man, another question that was interesting, man. Why y'all didn't talk about his new movie coming up, American Maroons? Why that never came up?
Oh no! So like he mentioned it like probably like once though, but then like we kind of like breezed past it because like, one, I wasn't educated like on that because I didn't know it, right? But and he kind of mentioned it, I think briefly, but then like we kind of like like skim past it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I think that's interesting. I mean, there's on his part of your, not just your part, because it's not your point to push his movie.
You listen though, right? You listen though. Like Tariqnasheed won, right? And he's one of the most skilled orators I've ever like talked to, right? Listen, bro, like, and he took a lot of hard questions and he answered them gracefully. Feel me? Like for example, man, like why is the FBA trademark abandoned? And he answered that gracefully. Like folks are saying that you raised like $1.5 million worth of museum. He answered that gracefully, right? So he definitely, like answered the hard ball questions, like real gracefully,
Oh yeah, no, salute to all of that stuff, man. Like I said, man, him making the transition from being foundational Black American to foundational Aboriginal American, I think that's really interesting, you guys. I think that was the biggest thing to me in the interview when he said about the Aboriginal thing, bro. Understanding that we're Aborigines to America.
Question for you though.
Yes, sir.
So Dwayne Calloway, is he the hair? So is Claude Anderson like the hair, right?
Say that again.
Is Dr. Claude Anderson like the originator of that thought process, or is Dwayne Calloway is?
Of what process?
The Aboriginal blacks.
No, I'm the originator of that thought process, brother. Supreme Chief Holiday.
That's a fact. Supreme Chief Holiday is the originator of the conversation, man. Shout out to the GOAT, man. Talk your shit, gangster.
I'm Dane Calloway's teacher, brother.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, I know.
That's a super fact. Nigga, that's Mr. Miyagi. He didn't get that name for nothing. Huh?
What that, bro?
Well, he's not gonna say that.
Damn. He stole, bro. And he stole and all your shit now, right? Now, let's be fair though, right? Look.
No. It ain't like that. It's not like that. But I will say this, right? We talk about Harriet Tubman, right?
Yeah. Now that I didn't agree with.
Why not?
Here, right? Look, so like Dwayne says that Harriet Tubman never existed. Now, I believe there's like historical records that she did indeed was a real person.
So do you are aware that the Library of Congress, the National Archives was burned down several times, right? The stuff was rewritten. And they have evidence of them creating certain characters and stories, brother. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? I would press anybody, right? If you are going to debate Nat Turner or Harriet Tubman, for instance, right? What would be your proof to prove? See, this is the thing. It would behoove you to do your due diligence, to do your research, to debunk anybody that will push that narrative, right?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Now, here I go, right?
Well, could I say this, Chief? Yeah. It would be like saying, there are people who claim they're descendants of Jane Pittman, Flacko, and Uncle Tom, the actual Uncle Tom character. Now, Josiah Henson is the man who Harriet Beecher Stowe based Uncle Tom's character on. So what Chief is saying, the narrative of Harriet Tubman, the narrative of Nat Turner is being fostered by the federal system for purposes that are referred to as propaganda. It doesn't mean the people, Aboriginal or not, because there are some who argue that, you know, Harriet Tubman has Black European or Negropean roots. Just like there are some. Chief, you're familiar with the Empress Viridiasi of the Washita Nation, right?
Absolutely.
Before she passed, did she not claim she was descendant of French royalty? This was out of her own mouth. So now when people say certain things, Flacko, and that's the reason why the Chief is encouraging you to look at your own story, which means only you can map out who your lineage and your people are that make up who you are walking the face of this earth today. You got it, Flacko?
Yeah.
So when other people keep trying to give you a narrative, what's the agenda? And I'm not just talking about for us as a people. It's mighty suspicious. Now, this is just me. This is just me speaking for me, not for others on the panel. It's highly suspicious for a lot of foreigners coming here to my shit on my doorstep. That's like coming in my house and trying to tell me I'm from another block, another county, another state.
Hey man, this is a dope ass conversation. Shout out to Flacko, Poetic Flacko once again, man. Shout out to Chief Holiday, shout out to No Jumper, shout out to Tariqnasheed, shout out to Dane Calloway, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's involved in this conversation, man. This is a dope one at hand that needed to be took to another level. I can't wait to see Chief Holiday on No Jumper. Can we get some fire emojis in the chat if y'all can't wait to see Chief Holiday on No Jumper? I can't wait to see that. That's going to be explosive. Man, can we get a few more likes in the building? We got 374 people in here. Can we get 300 likes in the building? Man, we got 229 likes. Can we get 300 likes in the building? And can we get 400 people in the live stream? I'm going to need everybody in here to share it at least one time. This is your brother, Aboriginal Power. This is the Wake and Bake Show. I want everybody watching this to drop your cities and state in the chat and let me know what y'all smoking on this Grand Rising. All right, drop your city, drop your state. Let's continue the conversation, man. Poetic Flacko and Supreme Chief Holiday.
Or another country. You feel what I'm saying now, Flacko?
Yes.
And while they're invading my fucking house, they stealing the food out of my refrigerator. They raping my woman. They're incarcerating my children. And I'm not supposed to have a problem with that? Now, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, the prison industrial complex, and like the other superstar said, who are going to hospitals that are performing cesareans. Chief, check this out from this documentary, where they get paid 50% more per cesarean, and the time frame of cesareans happen in 45 minutes, and vaginal births take an average of close to 2 to 3 hours. Does that sound like an incentive financially to you, Flacko? Of what? Putting cesareans and the health of Black mothers who are 10 times more likely to die than other groups. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you start looking at the policies, the agendas, and the direct negative outcome that comes to us, ain't shit nobody got to say to me from someplace else about nothing. You feel me now, Flacko?
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, first.
And when they come here, they all agree to shit on us. And I don't care where the immigrant group is. I'm not directing this at you or your immigrant parents or anyone else. But I'm just saying, when you stop and look at things objectively, who told them, other than the State Department, to go set up shop in the ghetto when they get hot off the boat?
Man, this is a dope ass conversation, man. This is a dope ass conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Khaled's behind me, those type of people. If you could have them on your platform, because you're one of those type of guys, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then we just wanted some of the people, this platform, not just me, Tayshawn, a lot of other people that do this work over here, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't even about the numbers. It ain't even about the fame and the glory. It's really about uplifting and awakening. It ain't even about for years.
Yo, question for you.
Nobody, no human being on this planet.
No, when you say, right, is when you say like you like you influence like Dwayne Calloway. Now, was he somebody who was like, let's say, like on like these panels at first, and then like he started his like? I'm not a poet, man.
Well, he introduced you as poet Flacko, so I don't want to put anything in your mouth or on you.
Flacko,
But here's the thing. So again, here, let me just finish up with this. I'm gonna land my plane on this, Chief. That when we are asking, or if we are trying to encourage supposed white allies, friends, family members, baby mamas and baby daddies, etc., because you know we got all of that going on in our community through confusion, I might add, that they are playing a part as a parasite. And I don't mean this as a derogatory thing. I'm saying we are hosting people, positions, agendas, and other people's business at our expense. Now, I'm not excusing us for tending to our home business. You feel me? But if I've got an infestation in my house, I must terminate the infestation before I can clean up my house and deal with my business. Do you get my drift, Flacko?
Yeah.
So when people are making money off the culture, I'm just using the term that you use, the phrase that you described, that's parasitic. Okay? When you look at the Jews, or if you remember the scene, the famous movie scene by Spike Lee and Mo Better Blues, and those two Jews that was making money off of Denzel's character and the jazz music, Chief, you know where I'm going with. I'm going to pass the baton to you, brother, and I'm going to land my plane and yield on this. That is not a small thing when you're saying people are eating off my plate, and I yield.
I mean, man, you Elder, you definitely go in. Flacko, I know you hanging in there, man. I got a lot of questions, but this one right here is really interesting, right? You guys talked about the Minister Louis Farrakhan, right? And then even when as far as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know, so once again, salute to Tariqnasheed, man. That was once again, it's great because it's all facts when we talk about the Nation of Islam and just as far as the standard of resistance, voice. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong, or anything, whatever. Nobody's perfect, right? So, what's your perspective on the minister? You know what I'm saying, and the Nation of Islam and things? Because you guys didn't really talk on that too much. I just wanted to ask your perspective on that, brother, even as a conservative.
Here, bro. So for the minister, man, like first off, man, like he's so profound, bro, that I can like just listen to his speeches, like albums, bro. Right? It's like he's so filled with knowledge. He's so entertaining, man. Like I can just listen to just like his entire speeches, bro. So for me, like regarding him, man, you know, I think that he's been dealt a very bad hand by today, you know, by the present day society in terms of Twitter banning him, Facebook banning him, YouTube banning him, right? You know, and you usually get banned only when you're telling the truth. You know, even with the Vlad TV shit, where Vlad TV lied on the minister and said the minister said that we should all grab up stones and stone down, you know, Jewish people. That wasn't true, right? So, like, what I'm starting to see, bro, is there's a conservative effort to try to mute that man's message as much as possible before he passes away. Bro, listen, because they know. And he's probably like, what now? Like mid-80s now?
Yeah.
So, right? So, like, they know, bro, right, that, you know, that his years is probably limited. And they know, bro, listen, man, but the only person who I believe can, like, unite the entire nation of melanated people, bro, is the minister. But they're going to keep on, you feel me, like, pressing this message.
Hey, man, you know, this is such an intriguing, this is a classic fucking interview, guys. Brother, so shout out to Adam once again, right?
Yeah.
Do you have if it was possible for you to interview the Minister Louis Farrakhan, would that be possible to happen on the No Jumper platform, brother?
Yo, bro, what, bro? Let's like, that'll be a dream, man. But like, he's hard to reach, though, you know.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Would Adam 22?
Oh yeah, bro.
I push back on that.
No, bro. Listen, bro. Like, with Adam though, right? And he runs like a ship of where it's like, like he like empowers us, bro.
I mean, Fox did. I mean, Arsenio Hall got canceled for this, man. I'm saying, would you get canceled if you tried to bring the Minister Louis Farrakhan on your platform, brother?
No. Here, right, Adam, right here. So, right here, right. So, like, and here's why we love Adam, right? And he told us, yo, y'all do what y'all gotta do. I could care less, right? Now, right? So, bro, like, look, like for example, we got Young Pharaoh coming on. And there's going to be a dynamic interview as well. Again, and Young Pharaoh is incredibly controversial, and Adam don't care, right? Is Young Pharaoh, now Brother Polite, also wants to come on, right? So we're working on that now. I do know, you feel me? It's certain things going on with Polite right now, right? So I don't know.
Hey, I got another question for you though, real fast, right? This is from O. Shout out to O. Why'd you turn down the job from DJ Academics?
Why I turned down the job? Right. So here, right. So look, I think like so. Just on that live stream now. If it wasn't in jest, I think he was offering like $150K per year, bro. Well, one, Adam, you feel me? Like, right?
Hold on. Don't tell your business.
No. He said it live, right? Right, but right. So one, I think he said like that 150 just in jest, but bro, Adam, like he, and he compensates us very well, my brother, right? So, $150K won't get me to leave No Jumper. One, because money-wise, that don't make sense. And then two, yo, Adam, bro, listen, bro, like I had about like 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, bro. And Adam seen, yo, like this kid here, he's rough around the edges, man, but he has a voice. Let me give him an opportunity, bro. So if somebody can like take that, like that huge risk on me, bro.
Hey, Chief, can I say something real quick?
Absolutely, you got the
Hey, I just want to say, hey, Flacko, I know you said y'all gonna bring Pharaoh on and he's real controversial, right? Yeah. Well, I personally know someone that's way more controversial than Young Pharaoh, and his name is Supreme Chief Holiday. So y'all should bring him on next. I'll meet up.
Hey, Flacko, I'm in Vegas too, by the way. Y'all come out here, we can make it happen out here.
Hey, yo, listen, man. As long as the numbers make sense, bro, you feel me? We'll do it.
As long as the what makes sense?
The numbers.
What kind of numbers?
Like, right, like, for example, right? Like, if, like, here, like, for example, like, right? With Tariqnasheed, right? Like, we pretty much figured out, based on other interviews Tariq did, if we put it out, it probably do about $100K, right? So, like, right? So if we take a look, let's say at your YouTube history, right? Have you like done like other interviews and shit? Have you like, do you have a trail that we can follow?
Yeah. Hey, if you want to talk about numbers, bro, have you ever heard anyone say that slavery is fake?
Oh shit, for real? Damn. Wait, who thinks that?
When I said Supreme Chief Holiday is controversial, that's y'all numbers right there, bro. No bullshit.
God damn. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you say that shit on camera, yo, you'll be a star, bro.
That's interesting.
You'll be a star, bro, within 24 hours, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, if you come on camera,
I mean, you a star for coming over here right now.
Nah.
Hey, bro. Hey, listen, man. This is the most influential community in America, bro. Like, see, when you talk about ADOS and all that stuff, bro. See, when you asked him, was he in ADOS? You know, he went around that, right? You know, he was in ADOS, right? And you know what that was about. And he didn't want to say Yvette Cornell and another guy, whatever. He tried to go to somebody else and talk around it. So you're very astute. You know what I'm saying? As a what's called it. But I'm one of those guys that, you know, I do a lot of research. You know what I'm saying? On us being here in America, by this being Egypto America, for instance, and slavery's fake, and that they made all that shit up, and you know, blah blah blah. Founding fathers of American Aborigines, American Negroes of this land, and we are the masters, and that Vlad and Adam 22 and their ancestors are the slaves.
Yo, question for you,
bro.
To
prove that, nobody would debate me on that. Nobody, and I teach that for years.
Yo, question for you.
Nobody, no human being on this planet.
No, but when you say, right, is when you say that you like you influence like Dwayne Calloway. Now was he somebody who was like, let's say, like on like these panels at first, and then like he started his like own shit, or like, how did that work?
He came from Facebook to YouTube.
Gotcha.
Right. Have you ever heard him call himself American Aborigine?
I haven't listened to him enough, so I wouldn't know. But
right, I'm just saying though. Yeah, you just got to do a little research because a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's just about marketing and advertising. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So Adam pays for marketing and advertising, correct?
Now, no, but early on, yes.
Okay, so does that make a difference in people that do it organically and actually do real building? Don't you believe in people that create jobs across the country, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, got you. As well to create businesses and things for our people, don't you? Wouldn't those be the people that should be highlighted and talked about around the country, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, and you seem like one of those type of brothers that would do that, right? Yeah. And put the Minister Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying, Khaled, Muhammad, and those type of people, if you could have them on your platform, because you're one of those type of guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we just wanted some of the people, this platform, not just me, Tayshawn, a lot of other people that do this work over here, bro. You understand what I'm saying? For the people. It ain't even about the numbers. It ain't even about the fame and the glory. It's really about uplifting and awakening our people. So we've always supported the brother, Danielson. I call him Danielson. I'm Mr. Miyagi, though.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when he said it has to be an architect or something or whatever, so then don't you think that story should be told to the American people?
Yeah.
We do too. And we're doing a movie coming out at the end of the year called The First Americans, right?
Oh, sure.
The untold truths of the Aborigines of America, brother.
Oh, wow.
You dig?
Yo, that's dope as fuck, my brother.
We definitely gotta get you in the movie though, bro. Cause you're a unicorn. I'm telling you, this guy's a unicorn.
I'm telling you.
You're a fucking unicorn.
Man,
with documented evidence, bro. Never seen before shit, man. Documented evidence of we've been here and that this is Egypto America, that right? Egypt is in America. This is America. The Americans. And it's older and way more vast than what is called Egypt now. It was called Egypt in the late 1940s. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
No.
Why your people? Why don't your people know anything about Egyptian culture on the continent of Africa, brother?
They don't teach it, you know. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it just be there? The pale skins don't have to teach you Christianity. You see what I'm saying? You should already have known, or Islam. You should already have known.
That's true.
Haruim and you know what I mean? Y'all follow me? Which we know that, understand that now that stuff has been made up too by the Europeans in the late 1800s. So once again, it's just so much indoctrination. Not we ain't even say colonization, because your people colonized Africa, bro. Not the pale skins, your people. That story got to be told. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not a slave. How you free people? American colonization society was Amerigo Liberians. Am I correct, brother?
Yeah.
Okay. So how were you slaves?
That's a real question. Yeah.
It has to be told. In that same way that your people wasn't slaves, in that exchange, we wasn't slaves either, because slavery's fake. It's no legal document. Hey, bro, can you have Adam 22 or anybody email me, chiefholiday@gmail.com, slavery, please? I defy anybody to prove slavery for black people here in America. I defy you. Slavery, not enslavement. Don't give me enslavement. Give me slavery, because there's two different things. You have a verb, you have a noun. And the noun of slave are the Slavs, Slavonic people who were enslaved in chattel slavery in Europe, Asia, Africa, and America, brother. And those are Vlad and that's just it's nothing wrong, right, bro. That's the real true story of American slavery.
Yeah, of course.
That's the true story of America, bro.
Yeah, right. So I've been thinking about that, man.
There's slavery. That's slavery. And then,
right?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
No. Yo, definitely right. So like this is something that kind of like ran by Adam, right? Is doing like a debate style, right? Like, for example, like how like back then Netter TV used to have like the debates and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Having something like that, but on No Jumper, right? Nah, bro, like trust me, man. Like having guys like you debate niggas, bro.
Hey, bro, nobody wants to debate me. Poetic.
Yeah.
Ask them. Ask all of them. From Tariq down. Why this guy? You guys know this guy. You guys know Chief Holiday. Why?
No question.
Why not? Right. There's the question. Right? Why if you got to come home to Aboriginal, right? It's in the definition of American, brother. American, the Aborigines, or the copper-colored people, brother. That Europeans, Vlad and them people found when they came here, bro.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's not up for debate. That's in the definition of American. What was you about to say?
Now, Dane Calloway did say he would debate anybody. So would you be down for that debate?
Not me. Listen.
Yeah.
Set it up. Dane will not debate me.
All right.
I'm his teacher.
Yeah, we already tried that, bro.
Why would Daniel's son debate Mr. Miyagi, brother? Okay?
Mm-hmm. Listen, bro.
I would debate any human being breathing.
This question for you, right? Do you even think that that having Dane Calloway on would even like be worth it?
I mean, if you're doing numbers, most people are groupies.
That is a simple yes, Flacco. But let me say this. Let me say this though, Chief, if I may. Flacco, again, and hopefully I said this out of love and embracing you coming over here on this platform. It's not to deter you. The thing is then what is we're saying it. Whatever politics, whatever religion, whatever supposed agenda, but if that is true, pun intended, then what is the truth? And I'll wrap up with this and land my plane, Chief. Everything else,
SETI, we hunt down SETI. Polite when he was out on the circuit. SETI, we hunt down SETI right now. I would debate SETI, Dane Calloway, and Young Pharaoh at the same time. Okay.
What do you guys know?
That's all due with all sincerity, bro, my brother. Okay. The GOAT. And I ain't even like that dude, man, but for me to keep it real with you, not to play around, you know what I'm saying? Just ask them. And then let's make it happen. We don't have to go back and forth. They can come to Vegas. We can make a real production out of this.
Yo, what do you guys like here, right?
Face to face, mano a mano.
Yeah, but it's question for you guys, right? So, like, what do you guys like defer on?
We are from here. We sprung from the soil. Shout out to my brother, Thompson is one. Thompson is one. BAP, matter of fact, Big Aboriginal Power. I would defer to Big Aboriginal Power to come on. No Jumper, brother.
Yeah.
That's my brother. Yeah, absolutely. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Right. So my question is though, right?
Yes, sir.
Is what do you, let's say, for example, like you, Pharaoh, Dane Calloway, like.
Man, listen, he just told you, Big Aboriginal Power is who he going to refer to come to No Jumper, because y'all know what I'm going to do. Be explosive, come with the facts, kill the narrative and prove that the Aboriginals been here in America, just like Tariqnasheed told you. He gave y'all a whisper. I'm gonna give y'all the whole meat and potatoes. You heard? BAP on no jumper, man. Hashtag big Aboriginal power on no jumper, man.
Like, what don't you guys, I guess, agree on? Like, what, like, you know, like, for example, right? If listening to, let's say, Pharaoh and Dan Calloway over the years, like, what do you guys, like, disagree on?
I don't necessarily disagree.
Shout out to my brother Chief, man. You already know how we do this, man. We throw the oops, man. Shout out to goddamn Chief Holiday, man. We throw the oops, man. We ain't got no jumper. We doing all slam dunks, man.
You know what I mean? You feel me? Pharaoh kind of broke away. I don't know if you know, from the whole African mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And start talking about more. We from here. Well, if anybody that's doing any type of research, man, should come to that conclusion. You understand what I'm saying? And so, I wouldn't even be like I said, if I seen Dan Calloway on No Jumper, I think that would be great for the culture. You understand what I'm saying? Getting the word out about who we are from this land. We can debate the nuances. You understand what I'm saying? I'm more for about the culture. So I've always supported those brothers, whether it's Pharaoh, Dane, even Seti for that matter. You understand what I'm saying? Or anybody. So my differences, whether you call yourself a Moor or you call yourself a Hebrew, whatever, the main thing is that we all come from this soil. And we say we sprung from this soil, that we are the Tanchans, that we never came here. And anybody that ever came here said who was here, remember?
Yeah.
Any explorer, anybody.
Well said by Chief Holiday, man. Spoken like a true GOAT, man. Well spoken, man. That was beautiful and articulate. Shout out to Chief Holiday for that, man. Only the GOAT.
Any bones, you know what I'm saying? That we talk about, because you're not gonna find your ancestors' bones thousands of years ago in Africa. Your ancestors' bones are gonna be here in America. And we can prove that we have thousands-year-old bones here of Negroes in the soil here in the ground. So we say we come from this soil, brother, and we are loyal to this soil. And we have been duped through racial integrity acts that changed our identity in the last 100 years, or 5 times. So calling us African American, socially, politically, economically, takes us away from this land. So our job as American Aborigines, we're the ancestors who have awakened, and we're talking. The ancestors are speaking through us. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about me, bro. It ain't about trying to be famous, be on nobody's podcast. I ain't even for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the culture, for what we trying to do, yeah, we would definitely take this to the next level. And if I gotta fuck off a few fools, you know what I'm saying, to get there, you know what I'm saying, we could do that too. You know what I mean?
Chief,
hey, bro,
if you want a flag, Flacko, you want to tag, his story is not our story. Are you feeling what I'm saying, Flacko? No.
That guy's real poetic, man.
So whether it's the ADOS or Foundational Black Americans, now we're gonna say Foundational Aboriginal American, because brother Tariq is moving on along. Whether he's doing it sincerely or he's actually, transitioning, you know what I'm saying, his information, you know what I'm saying? But reparations is due for terrorism, for displacement, for paper genocide, bro, for illegal taxation, you know what I'm saying, without representation. All the 3/5 compromise that they say is 3/5 human and all this other shit, bro. All that's fake, man. This is fake. It's Fantasy Island. And so I challenge any human being on slavery, whether it pertains to the African, so-called American here in America. I'll debunk all that anytime, any day. And that's why none of these fools, Umar Johnson, I debate Umar Johnson. I debate Tariqnasheed, Umar Johnson at the same time. Anybody, any of them, all of them, brother. And I will fuck them off.
Listen.
I put that on my mom.
Listen up.
Shout out to my mom.
I'm definitely gonna work. You feel me? Like, I'm saying that up though, right? Because that will make an interesting debate. You feel me? Like a debate on whether or not slavery ever existed. That will be major. You feel me? Especially if we get like, Umar Johnson or like Tariqnasheed or like Pharaoh.
Hey, whenever you bring Chief Holiday on, you gonna get 1 million views instantly. It's gonna be 1,000 Aborigines in the chat dropping flag emojis, bows and arrow emoji, bro. We roll deep over here, bro. We is not playing.
Yo, bro,
Hey
listen,
man, hey bro, like I said, man, it's about the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? You big for coming over here, man. Like I said, this is big for us, man. It's an honor, you know what I'm saying, to bring your energy. And once again, I'ma support you, what you doing, cause you know what I'm saying, fam. That's what it's about, man. Hey, we did a video earlier about Kevin Hart and Jay-Z, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And two guys that came up from nothing to where they at now, right? And people talk about access. And now you're giving a little bit more access, right? You feel me? And even as being as controversial you are, you can sometimes close access to some of the things that you're trying to get to. Kind of like, is there some things that you think that you may compromise just to get access to a certain door, brother? You,
me, like for example, right? Like while we're on YouTube, right? Like for example, right? Like even with COVID, yo, bro, like a bunch of us sold out, right? Like we had to stop speaking about the vaccine, about COVID, et cetera, because if we spoke about the danger of that vaccine, like your channel got clipped, right? So you feel me? I definitely have like hushed or muted myself to prosper on YouTube at some point, man. But now,
this is a dope ass conversation, man. We can't even lie. This really is a dope ass conversation. The point of a lot of this shit is like to highlight the fact that a lot of this shit is warranted, man. People don't even understand what's going on out here. Shout out to Chief Holiday and Poetic Flacko for bringing this conversation out live, man. Shout out to Tariqnasheed in the No Jumper interview, because this is a piggyback conversation from that. Let's continue the live stream. Can we get a few more likes in the building? Can we get some likes in the building? Can we get everybody to thumb up the video? And after you do that, drop a fire emoji in the chat. If you're enjoying the build, support the channel. Cash App and PayPal information at the bottom of the screen. Let's go.
Today. And that's why none of these fools, Umar Johnson, I debate Umar Johnson. I debate Tariqnasheed, Umar Johnson at the same time. Anybody, any of them, all of them, brother. And I will fuck them out of my mouth.
Like while we're on YouTube, right?
I think building our own platforms too, bro, is a part of it. So being able to build your platform off of independent as well, off of what Adam's doing. Like I said, I like Adam, man. I got definitely a question for you. Do you think that Vlad is a culture vulture?
Who? Vlad TV?
Yes, sir.
Now, like when I think about vulture, I'm thinking about taking, stealing, right? Without giving back. Now, Vlad TV has given back to a lot of brothers. Like, for example, like Vlad TV now, like, for example, like pay recurring guests, right? Like Boosie, like the other, like BG, et cetera, right? So I wouldn't say Vlad TV is a culture vulture because Vlad does give back a lot.
You say he is or he's not?
I personally wouldn't say that Vlad TV is a culture vulture, so I would say he's not because he does give back. Sorry, gives back.
Interesting. So he gives back to rich rappers.
That and also too is like
that basically, he's gonna get more views because it's Boozy on there. You know what I'm saying? So you don't believe in the boycott that Lord Jamar called for Vlad TV, brother? Him and Godfrey. By the way, Godfrey's being the brother of Tariqnasheed, because he said that was his brother. So Godfrey, right? And so obviously, if my brother say, man, we boycotting Vlad, I'm boycotting Vlad. So shout out to Lord Jamar, you know what I'm saying? I had already, was like, nah, I'm cool because I see this guy instigating, even Boozy instigating him in Blue, a lot of the things that can become deadly. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Just for views. So I mean, like I said, so just from that perspective, and even the dudes getting indicted off of interviews they have done on Vlad TV, brother, like AR App and stuff like that. So with all that being said, he does get back, but the destruction side of it is way worse than the other side of it. There's even people dead, brother.
Yo,
like, come on,
so,
like, what
nah,
are we
listen.
doing? What are we saying? Okay.
Yo, listen, man. Like Vlad has done a bunch of things that I don't agree with. Like, for example, with the whole like Minister Farrakhan thing, right? That was some foul shit. Now, he has employed a lot of black folks as well, man. So, yo, listen, man, it goes hand in hand. But I wouldn't be mad if somebody says, "Yo, Vlad TV is a culture."
I got you. I don't want you to burn that bridge down, man. It's okay. Yeah. I'll burn the motherfucker down. It's fine.
And Chief, I'll say, hold on, Chief. This has to be said about employment, enslavement, apprenticeship. Remember, you said this yourself earlier, Chief. All wage slave.
I'm gonna end the video right there, man. I want everybody to go check out Chief Holiday channel, man, to catch the full interview. Links will be in the description box, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother Chief Holiday, man. It was a dope interview. Shout out to Poetic Flacko, man, for coming on and building, man. That was some real shit. It gave me a different perspective of the brother, man. Shout out to him. Hopefully they locked in. Shout out to Chief Holiday. He always going up and beyond his way, man, setting and blazing the trail for us to come right behind to bring this information in, man. Shout out to Chief Holiday. He locked in with Poetic Flacko from No Jumper. This is one of the main guys that's been promoted around No Jumper. He came to Chief Holiday channel and plugged in big Aboriginal power. He plugging in the Aboriginal community. Hopefully we'll see Chief Holiday on No Jumper real soon. Y'all know I'm pulling up with him. Huh? Y'all know I ain't gonna let Big Bro go dolo. We coming in representing the community, man. The voice of the Aborigines, man. Y'all already know. This shit was big. This is large. Shout out to Flacko. Shout out to No Jumper. Shout out to Supreme Chief Holiday. Shout out to Dane. Shout out to motherfucking Tariqnasheed, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the Aborigines and the FBAs in the chat, man. Straight the fuck up. Like it ain't really nothing else to talk about. Y'all know once I get up on that motherfucker, we lighten that bitch up. And you can smoke on No Jumper, boy. I'm gonna be like something back. We're gonna have them backwoods going and the conversation flowing. You understand me? We're gonna turn No Jumper to the wake and bake. Huh? Y'all know we'll turn. Listen, man. You know we'll turn No Jumper straight into the motherfucking wake and bake show. You understand me? Facts. Let me send the link to my brother Supreme Chief Holiday. I gotta ask him some questions about this motherfucking bill, man. Cause I gotta talk to Cub. I gotta talk to Cub real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Drop them fire emojis. Share the live stream. Let's try to get 400 in here, man. We ain't done. Ain't no telling who might pop in this bitch when Chief Holiday on here. It ain't no motherfucking telling who might pop up in this bitch. Nigga on me. You fuck around how Adam 22 pop in just because Chief on this bitch. Nigga on me. Chief, you got the link, gangster. The link is in your text message. Nigga, jump on this motherfucking panel, boy. I got some questions for you. Shout out to Sister Betty in the chat too, man. Shout out to Sister Betty, man. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. We ain't had nobody support the channel today. I ain't shout out now one person. Let me check and make sure. Yeah, we ain't had nobody support the channel today. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Thumb up the video and support the motherfucking channel, man. You understand me? It's very important for you guys to support the channel. Chief Holiday, nigga, the link is in your text message. We got the gold on here, man. What going on with it, Chief?
Big Aboriginal power. Peace to the God, man. How you feeling, brother?
Man, I'm doing good. It's another Wake and Bake, man. Shout out to all the American Aborigines, FBA brothers and sisters tuning in. Hey, this was a dope interview that you had, bro. Classic.
Man, you just Kyrie the shit, man. Through the alley-oop, man. I was just following your lead, big brother.
I think it was better than the Tariqnasheed interview because the realness and the layers of the question. You know what I'm saying? It has so much substance in the conversation. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
it was a reverse.
I gotta say, I want to say peace and paradise to all the American Aborigines, man. I want to say shout out to y'all, man. Once again, man, it's about the community, man, sharing the live stream, you know what I'm saying, to Flacko, to, you know what I'm saying? It's a community thing, man. So it's not, I've always said this, man, it's never was about me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always about us. It's always about the community, man. And so if anything, that when we talk about creating opportunities, and bro, it's about creating opportunities. It's creating jobs and creating freedom for our people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to go too hard, you know what I mean, on the brothers. I tried to because he's a little deeper, you know, as far as, and shout out to Adam once again for seeing the talent in him and allowing him to have a voice. You know what I mean? And then think about this. A lot of us had a different impression of Poetic Flacko until he came on, was able to express himself, and we can have a conversation with him. And everybody was like, oh, man, he's not a tether bear. This brother right here, not only that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he one of us.
No, he is. It gave me a
You understand what I'm saying?
It gave me
so I want to say shout out to Poetic Flacko, man. I wish him all the best of success in this industry, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we need more brothers like that that's willing to open his doors up for the Professor Griffs. You understand what I'm saying? Like for the big Aboriginal powers, for the Tayshans, for Dane Calloway, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dane Calloway, bro. Like I said, there's never been no hate, man. There's never been no beef, man. For me, it's about this culture, man. It's about taking this shit forward. So I would never, ever try to take anything off that brother's plate, or take anything from his family. You know what I'm saying? So I wish nothing but the best for that brother. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So I would never do that. So me turning up and talking shit, you know what I'm saying? And as far as the information, as far as Harriet Tubman, hey bro, what do you know about that? Why would you call that guy a weirdo? You know what I'm saying? But once again, he has a job to do. So he would love to have Dane over there to get the views and do what they do. Yeah. Y'all follow me?
Right.
So shout out to Daniels. But this is Mr. Miyagi. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bab, we gotta talk our shit, man. You know what it is? You feel me?
If we go to No Jumper, man, we changing the game.
It's a wrap.
They ain't gonna want to have
the gang going in there, man.
They gonna want to do a whole segment with us, but we just gonna fuck up the history that they done told you everything was in reverse. It's gonna fuck their mind up. The information we can go into on a platform like that, man. Like at the end of the day, man, we're here to wake up the people, man. We're still grassroots, man. We're still tapped into the community, into the neighborhoods, and when we know what's going on, man. We bringing out the truth, man. We know who we are. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it's really about, man. Hey, but the interesting thing though, bro, that video, man. Tariqnasheed saying that we're Aboriginals. That breaking news. Right. Shout out to Tariqnasheed, man. Once again, salute to that brother, man. Real talk.
And who's better?
Real talk.
Besides the
Shout out to Tariqnasheed, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man. Shout out to FAA, man.
Foundational Aboriginal American.
Foundational Aboriginal American.
Who's better to keep Aboriginal information besides the Aboriginal? You see what I'm saying? So, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the grassroots, we need what's owed to us. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I mean, just because he used a different vocabulary, we use restitution. We need compensation for the first American nation. You understand me?
Mhm.
Exactly what the fuck is going on around here.
All facts. I mean, that's not too hard, to say. You know what I mean? Like, what's the problem? I don't even. Why would this be offending anybody? Is my question. And so once again, if you're offended, it might be, you might have a job to do, or you just might be ignorant, and that's fine. And indoctrinated, because we know these people have indoctrinated us. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at, man. Like I said, we come in peace, man. But at the same time, this story has to be told the right way. And the reason why, verbiage, words and stuff matter is because, once again, it's a part of the social construct. Black and white are part of a social construct. So destroying that construct, you know what I'm saying? One is by stop participating in the verbiage, the language, you know what I'm saying? The mindset. We put that mindset in our babies that they're less than because of their skin, the color of their skin. So of course they're gonna want to start bleaching their skin. Of course they're gonna want to start changing their hair. All these other things, instead of us saying this is the standard of beauty, natural.
Hey, let me
Afro.
Let me shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Also,
Locks.
I want to shout out to weare2am.com. Make sure y'all go shop with them, man. Big Bout merch coming soon, man. Big Bout merch coming real soon. I want to say shout out to Joseph Davidson, aka Camo Joe, for the Cash App donation. Shout out to Camo Joe for the Cash App donation. We appreciate all the support, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. Don't let Camo be the only one to support the channel. And I want to also shout out Matthew. Shout out Matthew for supporting the $2 challenge and sending in the Cash App donation as well. Shout out to Matthew and Camo Joe. Make sure y'all support the channel out there, man. Shout out to all the American Aborigines. That's your brother Aboriginal Power, man. This is the Wake and Bake Show, man. Y'all already know what's up with Big Bout.
Yo, so me and Cut, we got the next show coming up less than an hour now, man. 2 is it 2 Eastern? 3 Eastern, man. So y'all stay tuned for that, man.
Yeah, we about to get ready to wrap this one up in like 5 minutes, 2 minutes, man. We ready to get out of here, man. It was a dope build, though. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoyed this. This was a dope interview. Dope interview, Chief. This a classic, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Tayshawn, man. Shout out to Epic Study came through, man. You already know, man. The elder, man.
Shout out to
Alabama, man. Salute, man. It's just man. I can't even explain the brother's energy, man, and what he brings to the community, man. Like, once again, shout out to all the elders out there, man. Like, once again, we stand on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We got the energy for that. Well, we feed us, you know what I'm saying? We need to eat, you know what I'm saying? So, apex predators. Nobody's safe.
Man,
nobody's safe.
Shout out to Supreme Chief Holiday once again, man.
Land, sea, and air, nigga. We moving, we coming. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about taking us to the next level, man. And I believe in being offensive. I believe in taking it to the next level, man. And these brothers, Tariqnasheed, Umar Johnson, they're not our enemies. You know what I mean? The system, the degenerate system. And we like to say pale degeneracy. And once again, these are things that taking certain energies and stuff to and say, okay, it's about okay, how do we change the verbiage? How do we change the mindset of our people? They have to see it. They have to hear it. They're not hearing it. Hearing power. Once again, power is Aboriginal power. Shout out to big Aboriginal power, man. Real talk.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me shout out to Real Coordination, man. I gotta read the Cash Out donations. These niggas arguing in the Cash Out now. Y'all niggas arguing in the Cash Out. Y'all niggas said Lucky Gus sent the donation and he said for Tayshawn is a bitch. That's on Montezuma. Tayshawn, you gonna take that, Tayshawn? Libra Son, shout out to Libra Son for supporting the $2 challenge as well.
Libra
looking last night. Yeah, man, we had a dope live stream. We almost hit 1,000 people. My live stream yesterday evening, man. If y'all ain't go check out the interview,
that shit was crazy, man.
Go check it out, man. We almost had 1,000 people in there, man. It was a lit live stream. Definitely cooked up some cooking, and Chief kept serving it, man. And he did a classic. He poured a classic in last night. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all support the channel. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. But yeah, man, shout out to Chief, man. If you ain't subscribed to Supreme Chief Holiday, run over there and subscribe. If you don't know where it is,
I appreciate you right now.
Description, man.
Thank you very much. I thank you guys in advance, man. Hey, Big Bap, man. Shout out to Rocky, man. Peace to the goddess.
Shout out to Empress
Peace to the sis, man. Hey, y'all already know, man. We always gotta pay homage to our better halves, brothers, because they make the sacrifices with us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my feather girl. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, man, it's the summer of love, man. It's all about showing love, man. So appreciate everybody, man. It's all love, man. It's never no hate. Like I said, this is just the beginning. We're just getting started. I promise.
Yeah, man.
Aboriginal Week, Las Vegas, man, coming up August 3rd through the 10th, man. We got a lot of things coming up, man. Summer of Love, man. It's going down, man. See you guys in about a half hour or so. Yeah, man. The GOAT, the DJ Cut Mix Show, man, coming up.
Yeah, make sure
shout out to the Wake and Bake Show, man. Shout out to Bap.
Make sure y'all go
peace everybody else, man.
And some good music over there, man. Be some good music over there, man. Make sure y'all support the channel before we get out of here. If you ain't shot with We Are 2 AM, make sure y'all go get y'all
right.
Supreme Chief Holiday, the GOAT merch. That shit is fire. That shit is super fire, man. I definitely fuck with it. Make sure
definitely, man. Walk like a guy too, man. Get y'all some American Aboriginal shoes, man. Hey, man, what's going down over here, man? Head to toe, man. We working on some rockets and shit to go to Mars and shit, or go to the other side of the plane. Shout out to all the builders, man. Only builders, man. Like I said, man, it's going down, man. Get on the sheet code, man. Aboriginal Week, August 3rd through the 10th, Las Vegas, man. It's going down, man.
Shout out
to Big Aboriginal Power, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man, all the time, bro. You already know brother. You already know.
Shout out to all the warriors out there, man.
The GOAT, nigga. You already know what the fuck going on, man. Shout out to Love Moves as well for the supporting the $2 challenge, man. Shout out to Love Moves. We appreciate you in the chat, sis. Make sure y'all show some love to everybody in the chat that support it. Loves Moves, Camo Joe, Libra Son, and Lucky Guzman, man. Make sure y'all support to Matthew as well in the chat, man. Make sure y'all show some love to everybody that support the channel, man. We appreciate that. Hey, man, but listen, man, we about to get out of here, man. Make sure y'all be safe, man. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to all the American Aborigines. Make sure y'all be safe. Make sure y'all be aware. Make sure y'all stay vigilant. Make sure y'all stay dangerous. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. We out. Peace.
Let's go.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling in my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling in my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about it, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling in my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, you been making me nervous. I take a piss, my head on the strip. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah.